We live in here, man. Can y'all hear me good? Kind of loco sports in the building. Salute to you, my boy. Oh yeah, we live. We are live. We gonna let everybody get in here, man, and we gonna do our thing. Salute to everybody coming through, man. Hope y'all doing well on this beautiful Friday evening. It's cold as hell out here in Dallas, Texas. You know what I'm saying? Salute to the Queen Coco J in the building. Salute to you for coming through. Thank you so much. Good to have you. Good to have you. I hope y'all staying warm out there, man. It's cold as hell out here in Dallas. Derek Lincoln in the building. Salute to you, my brother. What's happening? He said weather good out there in Florida. Yeah, man. It's probably like 80 degrees out there, huh? I know it's cold out there in Jersey, boy. Y'all on that East Coast. Mike Rhyme in the building. Salute to you, my brother, for coming through. I appreciate it. Walter Lee in the building. Salute. What's happening? What's happening, man? We're going to have a good little show tonight. You know, chop it up. Chop it up real good. You feel me? Say it's cold up there. How y'all Friday going, man? How was y'all week? You know what I'm saying? Y'all have a good week, man. Everything all good. Stephen Phillips in the building. Salute to you, my brother. What's happening? Fans perspective in the building. Salute. Said, nah, bro, Tex not getting past Castano. We gonna talk about it. We gonna talk about it. I like both matchups, but we gonna definitely talk about it for sure. And y'all know I did a little semi breakdown. We gonna break down that fight even more tonight. But I did a little semi breakdown of Teixeira versus Castano. You know, that's a good fight. That's a fight that a lot of people sleeping on. Like that's a great fight. A lot of people sleeping on that fight. A lot of people sleeping on that fight. I think that's one of those fights that we need to be talking about a lot more. Tomorrow, the weigh-in was today. Both guys made weight. So it was snowing here this weekend. So I was shoveling a lot. Damn. Yeah, we supposed to get snow, I believe, Sunday. We're supposed to get snow out here in Dallas, in the DFW area. I think like Sunday, Monday for sure. Monday is supposed to be, the high on Monday, it says 12 degrees, low 0 degrees. What the fuck? Bro, I ain't never seen no shit like this. In Texas, bro, I never seen no 0 degree weather, bro. Never in my life. This shit crazy. I'm actually kind of interested to see what it's gonna be like. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We get, every now and then, like it don't happen often, every now and then we get snow. You know what I'm saying? Like every once in a blue moon we get snow. If y'all remember when they had the Super Bowl out here, when it was the Steelers versus the Packers. That shit was crazy. That was like the wildest I ever seen, like weather-wise in Texas. That was like the wildest I ever seen it, bro. Like it was, I'm talking about ice everywhere. It was snow every motherfucking where. I'm talking about, bro, cars sliding. I remember I was working for this rental car spot, you know what I'm saying, where, you know, you moving cars around and stuff like that. I'm out there sliding like every car I get in. I'm sliding this shit. I'm like, damn, I hope they don't blame this shit on me if I wreck. Y'all the ones got me out here working this shit. You know what I'm saying? I hope y'all don't blame this shit on me if I wreck some. I wasn't tripping though. It wasn't my car. I was like, shit. I was out there sliding like a motherfucker, boy. I turned on the street. I'm sliding everywhere. But yeah, bro, it's supposed to snow out here Sunday. I think that's when it's really supposed to start coming down. You feel me? But Monday, it's supposed to be like some all-time low shit. I never seen no 0 degree weather, bro. I never seen that shit in my life. So I'm actually kind of interested to go outside and see what the hell that shit feel like. JAO in the building. Salute to you, my brother. Appreciate you for coming through. What's happening? Bless up, man. Bless up. Anton Young in the building. Salute to you, my brother. What's happening? Mike Jones in the building. Salute, bro. What's good? Say we got Davison Enrique in the building. Salute. Yeah, Brazil versus Argentina. Yeah, I didn't know they had a rivalry going on like that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't too familiar with with soccer and shit like that. But word is there's a huge rivalry between Brazil and Argentina. So I mean, shit. If they needed anything extra to raise the stakes, then there it is. But I mean, it's already, you got the WBO title on the line. You got an opportunity to fight JERMELL CHARLO for Undisputed on the line. And it's like, this is just a great fight, bro. Both guys got to bring it. Both guys got to bring it. You know, both of these guys got to bring it. He said, I'm sipping on a little Remy already. I'm on that Robert Mondavi, man, that Merlot. You know what I'm saying? Nice little red wine. You know, we Merlot'd up. Sipping with the pinky out. You know what I'm talking about? We Merlot'd up, man. Yeah, man. He said it's bad blood. Yeah, you know, and I watched the weigh-in. Both guys made weight. You know, both guys look ready. You know. So, and I like the fact that I know Brian Castano is with PBC, so I'm not too concerned on whether or not, if he wins, whether or not we'll get Undisputed. You know what I'm saying? Because it's PBC, it should be easier to facilitate. But also with Texiera said, he said even before the Castano fight was made, he was like, look, I want to fight JERMELL next. I want to fight him for Undisputed. You know, and I just seen an interview that he posted. I think he did it with Fight Hub TV. And he was like, he was consistent and adamant about like, look, I want to fight JERMELL CHARLO for Undisputed next. So that's good to hear. He said, Merlot, is it fruity? Nah, it ain't fruity. It's more, it's got a rich flavor depending on the brand that you rocking with. You know, some brands really ain't about shit, but I fuck with Robert Mondavi. It's a quality brand. And but Merlot in general though, it's not sweet. It's a little bitter, but it got like a rich flavor to it. You know what I'm saying? If you can really appreciate like a bitter flavor, but it's not too bitter to the point to where it's like it's nasty as fuck. You feel me? Like it's a nice little flavor to it. You know what I mean? It's smooth, you know. I don't really like that fruity shit. I can't really do like the fruity wines and shit like that. That shit make my stomach hurt. It'd be too sweet. I don't really rock with that shit like that. But nah, you should fuck with it, bro. It's good. It's pretty good. Salute to the brother JAO in the super chat. Appreciate you for coming through and showing love, my brother. He say, I'm handling this vodka in Florida. 2021 is strap season. Man down. Lines only. Big facts. Appreciate you for coming through, my brother. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, it sounds like my type of shit. Yeah, bro. Check it out, bro. It's pretty good, man. And, you know, I like Merlot because Merlot has, I like the content, the alcohol content in Merlot. You know what I'm saying? Because it got a nice, I don't really like wine that, you know, them real fruity wines be having like low alcohol content. Plus, the flavor ain't as rich. You know what I'm saying? It's basically like you just drinking some watered down bullshit. But I like the Merlot because it got a nice, it ain't too high, it ain't too low. It's a nice alcohol content, plus the flavor is rich. You know what I'm saying? So it's a vibe. You feel me? It's a vibe as you sipping that shit. Let me see. What my boy say? Oh, Walter Lee, you retracted your message. I know you said something about Sean Porter and Terrence Crawford. Say that vodka. Man, I ain't gonna lie. I used, like, when I first started sipping, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was fucking with vodka, but I can't, man. I haven't been able to fuck with no vodka in a long time, bro. I don't really like, the only clear alcohol that I really rock with is tequila. And that be like on some taking shots type shit, you feel me? But I can't really sip no tequila. If I'm like just sipping, I'm sipping on like some brown. I do like some hen, you know, some Grand Marnier, you feel me? Little Crown type shit, you know what I'm saying? Something simple, you feel me? Something smooth. Say, let me see. Yeah, I seen JoJo Diaz. He lost his title on the scale. Bro, that gotta be one of the worst things, bro. To lose your title on the scale, bro. Like, I know we in a pandemic, but I can't even really put that on the pandemic because this guys was doing this before the pandemic. You know, I know you know, the guys get in a bubble, you got to go to a bubble, then you got restricted areas, you can't really do your normal workout routine. But man, you gotta get your shit right. You know, fight week coming up, you gotta make sure your weight on point, you gotta make sure you got a scale that's accurate. You know what I'm saying? You got to be on point with your weigh-ins, bro. Especially if you're a champion or you're a challenger for a title. You don't want to lose the opportunity for a title, man. You can't do that. You can't do that. He said my fat fingers messed it up. Say he's sipping on that 1738, that Remy. Yeah, man. Yeah. I haven't had that, but I heard nothing but great things about that. I heard nothing but great things about that. I heard it's real smooth. My brother Justin Coleman in the building. Salute to you for coming through, man. What's happening? He said, hold on, let me rinse my boy up. He said, I'm ready for our sparring session. Yeah, man, I'm gonna bust your ass. I'm gonna bust your ass. I think I got a spot for us to spar too. I'm gonna bust your ass, boy. You know what I'm saying? I hope you've been getting in shape too, because last time I seen you was fat. You know what I'm saying? Pillsbury dope boy looking at boy. I'm on your ass. Michelin man built ass, boy. Box of cigarettes built ass, boy. I'm on your ass. I hope you been in shape, because you called me out. You called me out, remember. I was going to let you slide. I was going to let you live. But you called me out. So I got to get on your ass. Coco J said, does the crop top only come in one size? I think we have small and medium, I believe. I'm gonna have to check with my boy. I know I've been slacking on my website with the clothing, but we revising a lot of different things. So I'm gonna have an update for y'all. Stay tuned to the Instagram, Contender Regime on Instagram. I'm gonna get an update going once I link with my boy, my partner on my clothing, man, and we gonna get everything right. We gonna get everything updated because we got some new stuff coming too. So, you know, be on the lookout for that. But if you check on the website, it should show you what's available right now. Some sizes are sold out, but then some are available. So just click on the actual icon for that piece, and then you should be able to see what's available on there. But thank you so much for your support, Coco J. I really appreciate that. Yeah, the nigga in here laughing. Nigga in here laughing. He said he gonna put them paws on me. Nah, man, I'm gonna get his ass, man. He think this shit a game. He think this shit a game, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go in there and tussle with him a little bit. You feel me? Say Martinez or Comey. Comey fight Martinez who? Oh, Martinez. Oh, that's old dude that fought Rolly, right? Ain't that the dude that fought Rolly? That got robbed? That's a good fight. That's a good fight. Okay. That's a good fight. You know what? I'm going to roll with Martinez. I'm going to roll with the brother Martinez. You feel me? Because I feel like Comey at the end of his rope. You know, yeah, he'll probably be able to get some good wins here and there, but I'm going to go with Martinez. I feel like Comey at the end of his rope, Martinez feeling slighted because, you know, he feel like he got robbed in that fight against Rolly Romero. Yeah, I'm going to go with Martinez, man. I think he got something to prove. And Comey, you know, I really just, I don't know if Comey ever going to be, you know, get back the steam that he had going when he fought Robert Easter Jr. I don't know if he gonna get that steam back because he had nice little steam going for himself. You know what I'm saying? He had nice little steam going. Said Comey about to beat that boy bad. Damn, for real? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, man. Has Comey fought since he got beat up by Teofimo Lopez? Say, have you changed your mind about the winner of tomorrow's fight? I think it'll be a very bloody fight. I can't see either of them beating JERMELL. I haven't changed my mind. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, y'all. Let me refill real quick, man. Let me refill. Let's talk about this, man. Refill, shawty. But I haven't changed my mind. I think I got Brian Castano winning this fight. And I'm gonna tell you why. Let me take a sip on that. Brian Castano is just overall a more complete fighter. I feel like he got way more tools than Teixeira. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if Teixeira won because he is talented. He can fight. He has physical dimensions and advantages over Castano, but he don't really use them. I always go back to the Curtis Stevens fight, not because he lost, but because of how his lack of ability to use his reach to keep Stevens on the outside. And I can't help but compare Stevens to Castano. They about the same size and stature. Stevens like to get on the inside, throw a lot of punches and combinations close up. Castano like to do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? And every time, and also Castano got good timing, just like Curtis Stevens. You know, and it seemed like every time Stevens got close to Texiera, it's like he didn't know what to do. You know, every time he got close to him to negate that reach advantage, Texiera really didn't know what to do. He was leaving himself open. When they got into close quarters, he wasn't being active enough. And, you know, when he did throw shots, he was easy to time. I just feel like Castano going to be able to outwork him, number one. That's going to be a big issue. I think he's going to get outworked. And then when they do exchange, I feel like Castano will win the exchanges. Now, don't get me wrong. This going to be a war. This is a great fight. And Texiera not going to let that belt go easy. Keep in mind, Texiera is the champion here. So he ain't finna just come up off that belt. He going to fight his ass off to keep that belt because he know what's ahead of him. He know he got an opportunity to become undisputed in a fight versus JERMELL CHARLO. You know, and keep in mind, this is one of the hottest, one of the best, most competitive divisions in the sport of boxing, and these guys know that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't see Texiera folding or laying down in this fight. I just think, you know, in a war, it's gonna be hard for him to overcome the work rate of Castano, the accuracy of his punches, and the combinations. You know, Texiera sometimes he can throw combinations, but a lot of times I find him, you know, in fights with guys that do throw a lot of punches, he can't compete. You know what I'm saying? He's been able to get by. After he lost to Curtis Stevens, he went on a nice win streak, like 5-6 fights in a row where he was outboxing guys. He haven't got any stoppages since then. You know what I'm saying? He been getting a lot of decisions, 5 or 6 fights, but good wins though. You know what I'm saying? But I question if he's gonna be able to stick to a game plan of boxing on the outside and being effective versus Castano. Castano gonna come forward. He gonna throw a lot of punches. He gonna go to the head and to the body, and he gonna be accurate. You know, And I can see Teixeira getting clipped in the midst of those exchanges. I can see him getting clipped. You know, but I think Teixeira is gonna have his moments in this fight as well. This shit ain't gonna be easy for Castano. I'm picking, we can make a prediction right now. I'm gonna call it, I'm gonna say 9th round. Yeah, bro, y'all, what is it about the 9th round, bro? Y'all know I love the 9th round. I don't know why. I don't know. It's always some shit going on in the 8th and the 9th round. But I'm gonna say 9th round TKO by Brian Castano. You know, I got Brian Castano, 9th round TKO. You know what I'm saying? But all the way up until that point you're gonna see blood. You're gonna see blood. You might see Castano bleed. You gonna see Teixeira bleed. You gonna see blood. Swift 46 in the building. Salute to you, my brother, for coming through. I appreciate it, man. Shout out to you, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's see who we got in here, man. Appreciate everybody coming through and showing love. Boxing. He said, who is also fighting tomorrow? Jojo Diaz is fighting. I don't know the guy that he's fighting. I know he's undefeated. I believe he's 15-0. I don't know the guy. I don't know his name, though. So don't get me the line. But he's fighting an undefeated guy. Martinez and Comey is fighting. So it's going to be a nice night of boxing, man. It's going to be a nice night of boxing. You know. But I want to ask y'all this. How do y'all see both guys matching up with JERMELL CHARLO, though? Dalen Pulley in the building, salute. He said JERMELL should do a trilogy with Harrison or just fight Hurd to keep his pay-per-view reign going. Okay, I like that too. You know what? I like that thought because the JERMELL CHARLO and Tony Harrison matchup that's some classic shit. The first fight was classic in and out the ring. Second fight was even better. That was a fight of the year type of fight. What I would prefer for JERMELL to go ahead and fight for Undisputed first, and then, you know, have his fight with Tony Harrison. Imagine the trilogy for Charlo Harrison being Undisputed. Oh my God. Bro, that shit'll be crazy. Undisputed, Charlo Harrison 3 Undisputed? What the fuck? That shit'll be like insane. You talk about pay-per-view, that's pay-per-view. That's pay-per-view. Because I would expect Tony Harrison to come in, yes, focus. The second fight was pay-per-view worthy. That's facts. That was a hell. Just the build-up alone, that's some pay-per-view shit. You did what I'm saying? MJ is total health and wellness enrichment. Salute to you, my brother. Appreciate you for coming through. But yeah, man, that second fight with Charlo and Harrison, definitely pay-per-view worthy. I love the trilogy, and I would love for it to be Undisputed. That's definitely a pay-per-view type of fight right there. You know, I would think Tony Harrison, even though Tony Harrison boxed well in the first fight, I had JERMELL CHARLO winning the first fight. The second fight, Tony Harrison did box well, you know, for most of the fight. But I did have JERMELL CHARLO up maybe 2 rounds when the knockout took place. You know, I felt like JERMELL was applying a lot of effective aggression and landing some shots. He was being very patient and using his timing and setting traps for Tony Harrison. And, you know, but Tony Harrison boxed well. I'm interested to see if Tony Harrison comes in with a different game plan. If he says, okay, first fight, I boxed well, I eked by a unanimous decision. Second fight, I boxed well, got a little too, you know, loose at the end, got knocked out. Do you come back with just a game plan of, all right, I'm going to be patient, I'm going to just take what he give me and just box and risk not getting the decision? Because that first fight was, even though he boxed well, he was very good with the counter punching. He didn't throw a lot of punches. You know, he was very economical and precise and meticulous with his shots, with his shot selection. So, but that got him a very narrow decision. do you risk that in a trilogy with everything on the line, undisputed? Do you risk that, or do you take more chances? Does Tony Harrison come back and be more aggressive, realizing everything that's on the line? Plus, you got knocked out in the second fight, so I know he probably like, shit, I want to get some get back. Because y'all know when they do the build-up and they do the little, what's the little shit they do, you know what I'm saying, where they sitting in the room, they got a mediator or a moderator or whatever, and they got, you know, they sitting down, they talking they little shit. When they do that, you know JERMELL gonna be talking shit like, nigga, I knocked your ass out. The fuck you talking about? You know Mel gonna be in that bitch going crazy. He can't hold his fucking energy. He can't hold his emotion. You feel me? He gonna be going crazy in that bitch. Like, yeah, I knocked your ass out. The fuck? You know what I'm saying? What you talking about? Yeah, that face-to-face joint. You feel me? South End is boxing in the building. Salute. Oh, I said South End is boxing. South End is rising in the building. Salute. What's happening? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I think that's an interesting fight, y'all. I want to know, like, how would Tony Harrison come in? And then you guys also mentioned the Jarrett Hurd fight. I like that fight too. I think that fight could happen after the trilogy. In my opinion, Jarrett Hurd gonna have to wait in line. In my personal opinion, I want to see Mel versus Harrison 3 before I see Jarrett Hurd get a shot, because he did that shit to himself, bro. He could have fought JERMELL CHARLO. He talking about, nah, I want to fight 2 orthodox fighters and then fight JERMELL CHARLO because I ain't ready yet. You know, he got in diva mode. Soon as he got that second belt, he got in straight diva mode. He like, you know what I'm saying? No, we ain't gonna have a fight right now. He wasn't on that same energy. And then what happened? He get in there with J-Rock, get dropped, and got his ass beat in a great fight. But he got whooped in his hometown. You know, so I feel like if Jarrett Hurd gonna get a shot, he gotta wait to after Undisputed, after possibly a Tony Harrison and JERMELL CHARLO trilogy. You know what I'm saying? But I want to see the fight, though. Don't get me wrong. Sheldon Moore in the building. Salute to you, my brother, for coming through. I appreciate it, man. Hey, shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Everybody in the building, man. Hit that like button if you haven't already. I appreciate it. Let me see. Davion Penn said, not really trying to see Harrison CHARLO 3 before Hurd. Man, I don't know why. That's a great fight, bro. I want to see the CHARLO and Hurd fight. I do. But I feel like Harrison deserves the trilogy before Hurd comes back out of nowhere. I don't know where he been. You know what I'm saying? Have y'all seen Hurd around other than making YouTube videos and Instagram videos and shit? I don't know where the hell Jarrett Hurd been at. Last time I seen him, he was 317 pounds. Has he lost weight? Can he make 154? Last time I seen Hurd, he was 417 pounds. If he can get back down to 154, you know what I'm saying, and you know, maybe go win a fight or something. You know, let Jarrett Hurd fight Erickson Lubin. You know what I'm saying? Can we get Jarrett Hurd versus Erickson Lubin and then get CHARLO and Harrison trilogy after we got to get Undisputed first? But yeah, he deserved a third fight, man. I believe Harrison deserved that third fight. And y'all, I know y'all want to see the build up to the fight. Y'all know that shit gonna be spectacular. My brother King Lynch in the building. Salute to you for coming through and showing love, man. Let me hit my boy up hit my boy with that wrench, man. Thank you for coming through and showing your support, my brother. I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? That's family right there, man. Salute to Kirk Douglas 15 in the building. What's happening? What's happening, man? Appreciate y'all for coming through. Let me see what y'all talking about. He said, Stacey Landon said, who is Hurd fighting? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like I said, last time I seen him, he was overweight and out of shape with no fight date. You know? Salute to the brother Captain in the building. He said he was on his Keith Thurman shit. Facts. Facts. He was on his Keith Thurman shit. What's up with these niggas with long hair, man? You know what I'm saying? What's up with these niggas with this long hair, man? You know, pink oil moisturizer and shit. You see Keith cut his shit, so maybe Keith gonna be on some real nigga shit now. I don't know. You know, Keith cut his shit though. So I'm trying to see what Keith Thurman energy like now. He done got the little buzz cut from the Mexicans down the street. You know what I'm saying? He done went to super cuts in Frisco, Texas, and got his shit cut. So we gonna see. I want to see what his energy like. You know, no more pink oil moisturizer. Alonzo Lambert in the building, salute. He said, I really want to see Mel box Herb boots off. I want to see the fight too, bro. You know, but let me say this. If for whatever reason, Tony Harrison, you know, he ain't ready. You know what I'm saying? I find that hard to believe. I think he would jump at the opportunity, especially for Undisputed, he'll jump at the opportunity for that trilogy. But if for whatever reason he's not able to go ahead and make that shit happen, then shit, go ahead and get Hurd in there. But I would like to see Hurd get a good victory first. You know what I'm saying? Because you know what everybody gonna say, Hurd, you know, he's drained. He was already talking about he was having issues making the weight. So they're gonna say he drained, he been inactive. I mean, has he had a fight since the J-Rock loss? You know what I'm saying? Have he? I can't remember. Hurd versus Rosario. That's a good fight. I like that. I like that, Mike Jones. Hurd versus Rosario. Lubin versus Harrison. I like that. You know, let Mel go ahead and take care of Undisputed. You get Mel I think Castano gonna win. So you get Mel versus Castano. Great fight. Hell of a fight. And then you let Hurd fight Rosario, and you let Tony Harrison get Erickson Lubin. Bro, 154 popping, y'all. 154 on some shit. For real. $154 on some shit. Said the Hurd fight needs to build. The Harrison fight is ready-made. Facts. I agree with that. Knockout Boxing 86 TV in the building. Salute to you, my brother, for coming through, man. I be seeing you in the comments on the videos, man. You always showing up and showing love. I appreciate that. Hey, Walter Lee, you crazy. Nigga said COVID her black barbers got APBs out on niggas. Damn. Hey, Derek Lincoln, you think Hurd done? Yeah, bro. I would be extremely surprised if Jared Hurd can make 154 again. Like, for real. He might can go to 160 and get a good fight. I would be extremely surprised if he could do that. Best division in the sport. I agree. I think, and look, I feel like a lot, let's talk about that fans' perspective. Let's talk about that, you know, from a fan's perspective, right? A lot of people get it misconstrued. When people talk about the best division in boxing, people talk about the most popular fighters, the division with the most popular guys. You know what I'm saying? The division that got the most divas and all, you know what I'm saying? All these motherfuckers that claim that they making big money, they pay-per-view this and that and all that extra shit. But to me, the best division to me, it's the most competitive division. You know what I'm saying? Where everybody fighting everybody. You feel me? A division where you can legitimately say, well, these are the best guys in this division. Or this is the best guy in a division. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can legitimately say that JERMELL CHARLO is the best guy at 154. He's the champion. And then also I can say, well, these guys below him, these are also the best guys because everybody's fighting. Everybody fight. You know what I'm saying? Everybody fight. Now, 147 is not too far off from that because everybody has fought outside of Terrence Crawford. And of course, there's some choice matchups that haven't happened, like Keith Thurman versus Earl Spence. You know what I'm saying? But Earl Spence versus Ugas, Keith Thurman versus Ugas. But pretty much at 147, everybody has fought outside of Terrence Crawford. Now at 154, even though JERMELL CHARLO and Jared Hurd haven't fought yet, Jerry Hurd still been in there with Laura. You know what I'm saying? Still been in there with J-Rock. You know, I believe, didn't Jerry Hurd fight Tony Harrison as well? I think Tony Harrison and Jerry Hurd fought too. And that was a good ass fight up until Jerry Hurd stopped him, I believe. Big Tex 33 in the building. Salute to you. What's happening, man? Appreciate you for coming through. Yeah, I had Harrison winning that fight until he fucked around and got KO'd. You know what I'm saying? Fucked around and got KO'd, man. Said Tyrone Glasper in the building. Salute to you. Oh yeah. Damn. Man, RIP to Tony Harrison Pops, man. I forgot about that. Lost his pops to COVID. You know, he might need a little bit of time, man. I ain't really heard nothing from him. Nothing in the boxing news, nothing on social media, anything like that. So that could be one of the reasons why he's been so under the radar. So I mean, when something like that happens, shit, man, take all the time you need. But I want him to at least have an opportunity at, you know, the undisputed throne if JERMELL CHARLO is able to beat Castano, or whether it be Teixeira that wins this fight tomorrow. I think that he deserves an opportunity at the throne, you know, because I mean, shit, he been at Tony Harrison, bro. He really came from nothing, bro. He really worked his way up and got this shit up out the mud. You know what I'm saying? And I have an affinity for guys that improve, that show improvement. You know what I'm saying? Like it really ain't where you start in this boxing shit, because you seen guys time after time that, you know, they take a couple of losses early, but they improve. They work on their craft. They work on their game, because the talent is there. You already got the raw ability, you know, and you got the skills too. But sometimes it takes the right team around you, you know, the right coaches, or, you know, it might take the right matchmaking to allow you to help you develop to the fighter that you're supposed to be. You know, I love seeing guys that get better as they go. You know what I'm saying? I love seeing that. Tevin Farmer, prime example. You know, it's a lot of guys like that out there, man. You know, but 154 is great. It's gonna be hella fights coming up, and then y'all gotta keep in mind, bro. You still got, imagine 154 in 5 years, bro. That shit gonna be crazy. You got the 6'6" or 6'5" towering Inferno, Sebastian Fundora. You know, he gonna be making noise. He already the mandatory for JERMELL CHARLO's WBA belt, which I think he should hold off on that before you even don't try to force no mandatories right now. You keep winning your fights, because you don't want those problems right now. I'm just being honest. I like Fundora. He can fight, you know, and he presents a challenge for anybody. But you ain't ready, son. You're not ready yet. You know what I'm saying? But imagine 154 in 5 years. I think Erickson Lubin will be around. Very young fighter. He's still, what, 25, 26? Erickson Lubin, even though he got a little chin issue, you know what I'm saying? He's a little chinny. He's a little Amir Khan-ish. You know what I'm saying? But not quite Amir Khan. I think that might be putting a little bit too much on it. But you know what I mean. So, but he got the skills. He got everything else. Errol Spence will be at 154 within the next couple of years. Shit, we might see a Keith Thurman have a couple of fights at 154. You got Jerome Boots Ennis, who I believe he gonna be a demon at 154. That motherfucker gonna be cold. He cold right now. He ready right now. You know what I'm saying? He ready right now. But 154, he gonna be a goddamn demon. Then you got Virgil Ortiz. He gonna be mean at 154. You know? So, said hopefully Bud as well. I don't see Bud fighting at 154. He not gonna fight at 154. Terrence Crawford gonna max out at 147. Said JERMELL beats both. I agree. If you're talking about Teixeira and Castano, I agree. I think JERMELL CHARLO beats both guys. But I think both are great fights. Great fights. I think the Castano fight is better because, you know, as I stated time after time, Castano to me is the more complete fighter. He's the more tactical. He's just more versatile. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Castano has more ways to beat you than Teixeira does. So I think I feel like I'm gonna be honest with you. I think JERMELL CHARLO will stop Teixeira within 5 rounds. D Luckett in the building. Salute to you, my brother, for coming through, man. I appreciate it, man. Appreciate you. Premium supporter right there, man. Thank you. But I think JERMELL CHARLO will stop Teixeira within 5 rounds. Just keeping it 100. I think he stops him within 5 rounds. Castano, you know, I think that fight will be a little bit more challenging for JERMELL CHARLO. But I think he wins them both. Said Bud beats Virgil Ortiz. Right now, I think he does. Right now. Now, if we talking, because I think Virgil Ortiz, he will be at his peak at 154. And I don't see Bud fighting at 154. Now, if he were to go up there at that time, which of course, you know, it's going to be some time from now, Bud fucking around and be retired by then. You know what I'm saying? But right now at 147, I think Terrence Crawford beats Virgil Ortiz. And if I'm Golden Boy, I don't even think it's worth it to put Virgil Ortiz in the ring with Terrence Crawford right now. I mean, like, what are you gaining if you put him in? Like, it's too much of a risk, and it's too early for Virgil Ortiz to be fighting Terrence Crawford right now, because he's not really like. I can see if you put him in with, like, if it was Manny Pacquiao, you know what I'm saying? Because there's so much that go with that. But for Terrence Crawford, it's like, yeah, you would win a title. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you would, you know, be a top 1 or 2 guy in the division. But look what happens if you lose. Like, he gonna get beat badly. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not gonna be a pretty thing if he fought Terrence Crawford right now. And I think that would set him back. It would do more harm than good putting him in there with Terrence Crawford. You know what I'm saying? You got a guy like Virgil Ortiz. He young, he vibrant, he feel like he the best, he feel like can't nobody beat him. You need to keep that confidence going and let him build and let him continue to hone his craft and just get better. You know what I'm saying? Like, stuff like that matters. A lot of times, you know, fans, you know, we like to put a lot of pressure on these guys, you know, young fighters that really ain't there. They might say they ready, just like Erickson Lubin. They might say they ready, they might say they there, but you put them in there too early and they get fucked up. Now they got to rebuild their whole confidence. They got to rebuild everything. You know what I'm saying? And that shit is harder than it actually looks from the outside. It's a lot harder than it looks from the outside. You know, because it's more mental than anything. We know physically you got the gifts, you got the skills. We know you can fight, but you got to have that psychological fortitude to be able to bounce back from that. And that's going to be very, very tough. That's going to be extremely tough. If Virgil Ortiz were to go in there and get stopped by Terrence Crawford, which is what I think will happen, it's going to be extremely difficult for him to bounce back from that. Because you ain't even giving him an opportunity to have no real success yet. So now he going to be questioning, like, damn, do I even belong on this level? When truthfully, you do. Truthfully, you are good enough to be on this level. You just not there yet. It take time. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's, you know, that's one of the things that happened with Erickson Lubin. And I'm guilty. I was saying, put him in there with JERMELL. I said, I thought he had a good chance. I'm like, shit, put him in there with him. The brother can fight. I remember when he fought on Earl Spence undercard at the Bomb Factory, when Earl Spence fought what's that dude name? Antonio Barrera, some shit like that. I remember seeing Erickson Lubin, you know, had jackhammer, sledgehammer. I remember that shit. I'm like, this motherfucker can fight. You know, but it was too early for him to get in there with JERMELL, man. You know what I'm saying? And shit, it took some time for him to get back to where he is now. And he's still looking a little shaky. Big Tex 33 said Ortiz need 3 or 4 fights before Bud. He about to smash Hooker. Now, I agree with that. I agree with that. You know, I haven't done an official prediction on Virgil Ortiz versus Maurice Hooker, but I feel like that fight favors Virgil Ortiz more. You know what I'm saying? Stylistically, it favors Virgil Ortiz, a high rate guy, throws a lot of punches, strong. He's gonna be. I think he's more physically strong than Maurice Hooker. I think he has more power than Maurice Hooker. I feel like he will win in the exchanges. That's gonna be a tough fight for Hooker though, but I'm not counting Maurice Hooker out. I think he can win that fight, you know, because he has the experience. He's gonna have the reach advantage, and you know, I want to see how he look with Bo Mack in his corner. Maybe Bo Mack can give him a little bit of you know, insight or knowledge on, you know, some small things that he can work on that'll kind of maybe give him a psychological advantage over Virgil Ortiz. You know, but I think that's gonna be a tough fight for Maurice Hooker. It's gonna be a very, very tough fight. It's gonna be tough for him. You know, because I don't know if Maurice Hooker is comfortable with boxing from the outside consistently over the course of 12 rounds, being disciplined, being smart, being focused, and boxing from the outside. I don't know if he's comfortable doing that. Salute to D-Ray in the building. He said, this, that, new and improved Hooker. That's facts. And I hope that him working with Bo Mack has kind of, you know, helped him hone his skills and use his frame better than what he's been using, because he was at 140 fighting smaller guys, and still he wasn't able to stay consistent and stay disciplined with using his jab. You know, use your jab, use your reach. Maurice Hooker has like some abnormal fucking reach. You know what I'm saying? Check box rec. I don't even know if that shit accurate. You know what I'm saying? That shit said like 84, like some wild shit. You know what I'm saying? Like his arms is abnormally long. You feel me? So I want to see him be able to use his jab and just stay focused with that shit. You know what I'm saying? Stay disciplined with it. You know, he like to, and I know it's a fight, and I know it's going to be in Fort Worth, DFW. We just call it all Dallas. You know what I'm saying? So motherfuckers from Dallas going to be at the fight. You know what I'm saying? And you know everybody in the city going to be watching. You know, Virgil Ortiz from Grand Prairie, Maurice Hooker from Oak Cliff. You know what I'm saying? So everybody in the city going to be watching. So you know I know he going to want to put on a fight. You know, you want to be aggressive, and that's cool. But there are certain times that you want to get aggressive. You dig what I'm saying? There are certain points in time, and I feel like that's what separates, you know, good fighters from great fighters. Recognizing the moment in the fight, understanding the moment is very important. You know what I'm saying? Understanding the moment. You got to understand when you need to be patient. You got to understand when you need to focus on setting a trap. Then you got to understand when it's time to put your motherfucking foot on the gas pedal and start getting aggressive. You know, start walking your man down. You got to understand the moments. And from me watching Maurice Hooker over the course of his career, still a very young fighter, still got, you know, a lot fight left in him. I've just seen too many times where Hooker he comes out aggressive, you know what I'm saying? Or he has the Amir Khan syndrome where, you know, Amir Khan is a very, very skilled fighter. If Amir Khan, let alone the chin issues, we know he got chin issues, ain't shit he can do about that. But it's 81. I remember on that bitch it said 84. But if 81, hey, that's still long as fuck, you know what I'm saying? But I saw some shit where his shit said 84. I'm like, what the fuck? But maybe I was tripping. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I was sipping on that Merlot when I seen that. You know what I'm saying? But look at Amir Khan. We know Amir Khan got chin issues, right? But aside from that, imagine if Amir Khan was disciplined. You know what I'm saying? Imagine if Amir Khan could stick to a game plan throughout the course of 12 rounds. Amir Khan could still be winning fights right now. But his problem is He come in the first couple of rounds, he have success. Boom, 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 boom. He throwing combination. Boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? And then he might start off the first round being patient. Go back to the Canelo Alvarez fight. He wasn't gonna win that fight anyway. But just go back to how he was having success early on. You know, he was being patient. He would boom. You know what I'm saying? Throwing a jab, boom, boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? He'll throw another jab, boom, boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? And then after a while, second, third round, he feel like, oh shit. Oh, this shit easy. I can do this shit all night. Then he starts staying in the pocket too long. He start throwing, instead of throwing 1 and 2s and 1, 2, and 3, he start throwing 4 punch combinations. He start throwing 5 punch combinations. He start throwing 6 punch I'm like, God damn. You can't just sit in the pocket throwing 5 and 6 punches knowing you got a weak ass chin. You got to get in and get out. You got to do your work, come through, fuck shit up, and leave. You can't just sit in that bitch and think it's sweet, because that other motherfucker on there, if you miss a punch, they coming back with something. And that's what happens to Maurice Hooker. He stays in the pocket too long, and he don't really use his reach, you know what I'm saying, and break guys down. I feel like Maurice Hooker could be a great fighter, because we know he can fight in the trenches. We know he can fight in close quarters, but I think he needs to start doing that late in fights. Don't come out in the first part, in the first 6 rounds trying to be all aggressive and shit. Don't come out in the first 6 rounds trying to stay in the pocket. Don't do that. He need to box the first 6 rounds, be patient, and then once your man start getting a little tired, once you feel some of the steam coming off them punches, and you know, shit, it's the 8th round, 9th round, then you can start being aggressive, because 9 times out of 10, you going to be able to take those punches a lot better in the latter part of the fight, as opposed to early on when your opponent is still strong and he still got a lot of heat on them motherfucking punches and he still got all of his energy. So he throwing them bitches with everything. You know what I'm saying? So I would love to see if Maurice Hooker has gotten better with that. You dig what I'm saying? Pool Counter Boxing in the building. Salute to you, my brother. What's happening? He said Hooker is Robert Easter's little brother. What you saying, like, because of how they fight? I agree with you, because Robert Easter do the same shit. You know, Robert Easter got long. He was fighting at 135, long ass reach. You got all the physical advantages. Why the hell you getting into phone booth wars with these dudes? Robert Easter damn near 6 feet. He getting in phone booth wars with niggas that's 5'6". I'm like, bro, what you doing? You gonna get your ass beat. Salute to the brother Jay Cooler in the building. What's up with you, my boy? You know what I'm saying? You damn near 6 feet. You getting into phone booth fights with niggas that's 5'6". Man, you better box his ass from the outside and use that jab. What is you doing? But some guys, they don't got it. I'm telling you, it's more mental than physical. You know what I'm saying? This shit more mental than anything, bro. He said Hooker not taking advantage of that 81 reach is a trap. For real. That's what I said, bro. I'm like, that's crazy. Hey, my boy Jay Cooler said, because Bunny can't fight. Damn. He said, because Bunny can't fight. Man, now he can fight though, bro. He can fight. He got skills. You know what I'm saying? He got hand speed. Got some decent punching power on him. But he not disciplined, man. It's all up here, bro. It's all you gotta have that discipline, that presence of mind. Like, all right, this is what I'm gonna do for this round. Like, I appreciate and I really revere fighters that have that round by round type of mindset. You know what I'm saying? All right, so this round, this is what I'm gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta stay within the presence of the fight. You gotta live in the moment. You can't be already predetermined on, like, yeah, you want to go in with a game plan. Okay, this is what I'm gonna do. But you gotta be able to make adjustments. You gotta be able to say, okay, right now, this is what I need to do right now. You know what I'm saying? Presence of mind and just being psychologically strong, that psychological fortitude, you gotta have that shit down pat. Because if you ain't got that, you get in there with somebody who may not be as naturally gifted as you, but they got the experience advantage. And they smarter than you. They got more IQ than you. They gonna beat your ass, bro, because they know how to make adjustments. They know how to take advantage of the moment. You know what I'm saying? Because shit, if I'm a smaller guy, a shorter guy with shorter reach, but I know shit, I can live on the inside and go crazy. If I see a motherfucker that's way taller than me, that got way longer reach than me, and he don't know how to fight from the outside, I'ma get close up on him on the inside, because shit, I know I'm safe. You know, if a motherfucker arms long as fuck, he can't do shit to me if I'm in his chest. What he gonna do? What he gonna do? Hit me on the back of my head and shit and all? He can't do shit. But you gotta have that presence of mind, man. A lot of these, but that's what separate good fighters from great fighters. And how you get to elite status is when you got those physical gifts, you got the skills, and then you got the mental with it too. You know what I'm saying? That's when you go to elite status, like on Earl Spence shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's when you able to use your physical, your talents, then but you can match that shit with your mental fortitude, and then you got the toughness. Like, that's when you take it to the next level. But just speaking from a foundational level, that's how you separate good from great. Guys that, you know, good fighters that they got the natural abilities, but they don't have the intelligence. You know what I'm saying? That's how you go to great. Yes, sir. IQ is very important. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't understand why I'm so high on Devin Haney. You know what I'm saying? Devin Haney, he might be lacking power, but where he lacking power, he make up for IQ. You know what I'm saying? He make up for the fundamentals. You dig what I'm saying? Shakur Stevenson, he might not be the most powerful puncher in boxing, but where he lacks in that, he makes up for the IQ, the fundamentals. He understands the moment in fights. He know how to dictate to his opponent. He know how to control his guy. That's one of the most impressive things to me, to see a guy that's outmanned and outgunned physically still be able to go out there and control his opponent. I saw Floyd Mayweather do it time and time again. That's one of the most impressive things to me, to see a guy that's physically outmanned and outgunned. When Floyd Mayweather fought Canelo Alvarez, he was physically outmanned and outgunned. Why is it that he made Canelo Alvarez look like an amateur? It's the IQ, man. It's just the IQ. That shit take you to a whole nother level. It take you to a whole nother level. You know what I'm saying? Look at when Andre Ward went up there and fought Kovalev. The first fight and the second fight. Ring generalship, big facts. Kovalev was bigger than Andre Ward. You know, probably physically stronger than him. Probably had more one punch knockout power than him. But IQ, man. Bruh, that's how you take your game to the next level. That's how you take your game to the next level. You know what I'm saying? But I wish, boxing fans would appreciate things like that more. And I know boxing is entertaining. It's an entertainment lane, as far as like sports is entertainment in general. So a lot of times shit like that get lost in the sauce because everybody want to see blood. Everybody want to see, you want to see knockouts. You want to see motherfuckers. You remember when Deontay Wilder knocked out Spilka? Remember that motherfucker was damn near dead. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker was goddamn dead. You feel me? Like, people want to see shit like that, right? I do too. I want to see a motherfucker laid out like Jesus on the cross and shit. I want to see that. I want to see a motherfucker bleed, goddamn eyeball hanging out and shit. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker eyebrow damn near punched off his face and shit. I want to see that. I want to see a motherfucker jaw, you know what I'm saying? Motherfucker jaw leaning and shit. Motherfucker barely talking shit. I want to see that. But I also want to see like strategy. You know, I want to see like chess moves in the ring. I want to see adjustments. Cause that right there showed me like, bro, you on another level. That's what I want to see. You know what I'm saying? He say Ward with them catch and shoots. Oh, big facts. Big facts. You know what I'm saying? Them catch and shoot and parries, big facts. Man. Y'all heard Andre Ward talk about he said he said eyeball hanging scratch record. Hey, for real. I know y'all want to see that shit. Don't lie. Y'all want to see that gory ass shit. Don't lie. Say it's too much treacherous politics keeping us from fights right now. Facts. That's facts, man. That's facts. And I hate it, bro. I hate it, man. I really do. I hate it. But I want to ask y'all something. You know what I'm saying? You know, before we get out of here, this is an important question. Since you brought that up, pool counterboxing, I want to ask y'all something. What do y'all think is the solution to us not getting the fights that we want to get right when we need to have them? Like, we know, I mean, of course we would want to see this shit monopolized like the UFC, have a commissioner, Dana White, that control winning. Like, but what's a realistic solution? I really want to know. I'm going to do a poll on this. I want to know what y'all think right now, but I'm going to do a poll on this. I want to know, like, what is the solution? What can we do? Say, gotta stop watching till they start lining it up. That's a fact. That's a fact. Now, that definitely works. That definitely works. But I feel like as boxing fans, bro, this shit like crack, bro. This shit really like crack. You know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, they can give us a terrible ass fight and we still gonna watch. You know what I'm saying? And then if a group of people come together and say we not gonna watch, it's still gonna be the casuals that watch, or it's still gonna be some other motherfuckers that watch. You know what I'm saying? So we can try that, but is that the best solution though? Said get rid of the suits, no more promotion and no more promoters and advisors. Said like the iPhone every year, big facts, bro, big facts. You know what I'm saying? iPhone every year come out, it be the same shit. One small adjustment. Everybody gonna buy that bitch though. You know what I'm saying? I feel like this shit ain't gonna change until there's boxing is governed by a commissioner or a sanctioning body. One sanctioning body. Yeah, we got the WBA, the WBO, the IBF, and the WBC. But this shit never gonna change until we have one governing sanctioning body that says, all right, look, here's a ranking system, and you got to schedule just like the NFL or the NBA. Motherfucker, you got to salute to my brother H Money, Mr. Supreme in the building. You know what I'm saying? You got a ranking system. All right. So you the number one, you the champion. All right, number one contender, got to fight number two. Woo, woo, you know what I'm saying? And then y'all like a round robin, like some, you know what I'm saying? But it's the boxing is the wild, wild west because these fighters got so much freedom. Even if they have a promotional outfit that they signed to, they're not technically obligated to fight, you know, this fighter or that fighter. If you're a champion, yeah, you got mandatory fights that you have to appease. You have, you know, number one contender, number two contender, shit like that. But it's really not like people not being held accountable. You know what I'm saying? If you look at the NFL. Shit, you know you got 16 games on the schedule. You know on September 5th, you got to play such and such. Ain't shit you can do about it. You got to see them motherfuckers. You know, if you win the NFC championship, you got to play the motherfuckers who won the AFC championship. Ain't no way around it. So, like, what's the solution to this shit, man? Said federal regulatory reform. That's facts. But how do we reach that point though? How do we get there? you say okay, if we get hold on, you said what do you think of the solution I gave you? I'm gonna go back and check you out, knockout boxing. But you say if we remove the promoters and the advisors, to be honest, if we do that, I feel like that might create a bigger problem because with the promoters and the advisors, that at least give us, that kind of takes some of the power. And I don't want to, because I'm always pro fighter as opposed to any promoter or advisor. I'm pro fighter. I'm going to always side with the fighter because them the motherfuckers that's going out there putting their life on the line every night. You know what I'm saying? So I'm pro fighter, but I feel like with the advisors and the promoters, that at least give you some type of governance. Like let's say for the PBC, for example, like soon as Errol Spence fought Sean Porter and he won that fight, immediately after the fight in the ring, old girl, she on the mic talking about salute to Miracle Video Productions. She on the mic talking about, well, Danny Garcia, you come on in the ring, Danny Garcia, you know this is your next opponent. You know what I'm saying? So, and Earl Spence was like, shit, line them up. It is what it is. But I feel like with the advisors and the promoters, that at least gives us some small type of governance. If you take that shit away, these niggas ain't gonna they gonna do whatever the fuck they want to do, like for real. You know what I'm saying? Like they gonna do whatever they want, bro. Like we ain't gonna get no fights if that happen. I feel like, bro, the only way this shit gonna work, I like the idea of what PBC was trying to do, where they were saying, let's make a PBC belt, you know what I'm saying, and get all the fighters under the PBC umbrella, and then, you know what I'm saying, do it like that. But the problem with that is PBC not gonna have every fighter. Yeah, they probably got more fighters than any other promotional outfit or PBC really is not a promotional company. It's a league. It's like the UFC. It's a fighting league. You know what I'm saying? Al Heyman, of course, is an advisor for all of the guys under the PBC, but it's more like a league. So that shit really don't work for the whole sport of boxing if every fighter is not under that umbrella. So, and they was really trying to monopolize the game, but Bob Arum and Oscar De La Hoya, they put in a lawsuit against Al Heyman, and they really kind of like slowed that shit down a little bit. But let me check out my boy. He told salute to the brother Eclectic Agitator in the super chat. Thank you for coming through and showing love, my brother. I appreciate it. He said we are the regime. Big facts. He said shout out to everyone producing. Respect for themselves. Hey, 100, bro. Salute to you. Let me check out my boy Knockout Boxing. He said that he posted a solution on here. Let me see. Cause I really want to know, man. I want to know what the hell we gonna do. He said, people Lord. Hey, Knockout Boxing, post that again for me, please, bro. Cause I can't find it. He said, what part of Texas you from? I'm from Dallas, Texas, man. I don't know if you know anything about Dallas, Texas, man, but I'm from Pleasant Grove. You know what I'm saying? I'm from Pleasant Grove, Dallas, Texas, man. It's the east side of Dallas. You know what I'm saying? Southeast side, John West Road. You feel me? You probably don't know nothing about that. I don't know where you from. I think, ain't you from, you from the Bay, ain't you? You probably don't know nothing about these parts, man. Let me see. He said, Justice Department investigation to mandate the rank structure like they did baseball. He said they used to rig games before the government came into order. Yeah, we need to do something like that, bro. Hey, my boy, damn. Hey, Knockout Boxing. Hey, post your solution again. Before we get out of here, bro, I want to read your solution because I'm interested to see what you're saying, bro. Because I can't find it. He said belts, consolidating the belts. I agree. Consolidate the belt. We need, really, bro, we just need one belt. I'm cool with two of them. I'm cool with two. That way you can have unification matches. Let's say you have, for each weight class, there's two sanctioning bodies. You know, there's a ranking system for this sanctioning body, ranking system for this one. And you can't have a fighter in both ranking systems. You know what I'm saying? Unless they're the champion. You dig what I'm saying for both. So let's say you got 2 ranking systems, and then everybody through those ranking systems, they going crazy. They fighting, they doing their thing, woo, woo, woo. And then boom, the 2 champions meet up, unification, and that's who undisputed. That's how you know who the best. That would work. You know what I'm saying? But like, how do we get to that point, bro? Brandon Lenz, he said, I enjoy contender ways of breaking down fights, X's and O's type of analysis. Appreciate that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate that. He said, all right, let me see. Knockout Boxing, he say, stop taking up for fighters just because they your favorite fighter. Be a fan of boxing first and push the best fight, the best. Now, no bullshit fights should be co-signed. Now, look, I agree with you on that 100%. But let me say this. I agree with you. I agree with you on that 110%, actually. But let me say this. Y'all know in the sport of boxing, with all the politics that go on, with all of the bullshit that happen behind the scenes, and if y'all look in different comment sections and you see how certain fighters get trashed, certain fighters that may look like me, that might look like you know what I'm saying? When you got that going on, I'm never going to be on no 100% just straight down the middle type shit. So let me put that shit out there right now. I'm never going to be on that. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to always like keep it 100. I'm going to always keep it facts. I'm never going to change that. But as far as like making sure certain fighters get the love and respect that they deserve, that's what I'm on. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to tear down no fighters that don't deserve that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to always uplift the guys that supposed to be uplifted. You dig what I'm saying? And I'm going to support the guys that, you know, that's really out here doing this shit and really taking their craft serious. You dig what I'm saying? So I'm not going to tear down no another brother just because he doing the same shit that this person over here doing, and they not getting no criticism for it. They not getting no backlash, no criticism, no nothing. 9 times out of 10, the brother that's getting tore down, he look like me. I ain't gonna tear him down if this motherfucker over here ain't getting no criticism for it. I'm not gonna do that. So we gonna control that aspect of things 100%. You know what I'm saying? So keep that in mind. But I do agree with what you're saying. We need to hold guys accountable. If it's a bullshit fight that's being presented to us, we need to call it what it is. You know, but until that's a uniform thing across social media, across the mainstream boxing, you know, sites and all of that different shit, then we got to move how we move. You dig what I'm saying? But I do agree with your brother. But look, man, I'm going to get on up out of here, man. I hope y'all have, you know, I hope y'all have an excellent weekend. You know what I'm saying? Thank y'all for coming through and showing love. I really appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for all the support. You know, we almost about to hit 5,000 subscribers, man. Y'all know we getting it straight out the mud. You feel me? We getting it straight out the mud. No special effects. You feel me? We killing shit from the ground up. You feel me? Everything based off of a true foundation. You dig what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? Y'all fuck with your boy. Contender Regime. Boxing out.